The thing is that you're gonna have that struggle. You're gonna have obstacles. And my biggest thing that I tell everybody is decide that no matter what happens, you're gonna keep going. It's not gonna be perfect. Nothing is ever gonna be perfect for where you're trying to go. But that passion is really what's gonna keep you going, no matter what.
I'm Kevin Atlas, and I'm bringing some of the most successful, most inspirational human beings on this planet into your classrooms. They beat the odds, they overcame adversity, and through that, they found a way to believe. I've partnered with Varsity Brands to provide the answers, the blueprints. I have this heart that bleeds for the youth of this country, so I fight as a soldier for change, and I want us all to learn to lead. And not just to elevate ourselves, but to elevate each other. I'm looking for students nationwide to take action from what they learned from this series. This is how the world changes. It starts with you. Every once in a while, a person comes around that is just truly unique. Someone who sees the world around them in a different way. Elise Swopes is one of those people, and it's been through her fresh perspective for photography and graphic design that she's becoming an ever-growing personality on Instagram, and for some of the biggest brands of the country. But where does that creativity come from?
Growing up, I definitely had a creative bug in me. I was obsessed with doing physical art, digital art, whatever kind of art I can get my hands on, I was trying to do. And that kind of inspired me to eventually go into Photoshop and Illustrator and kind of start being a graphic designer. It was Instagram that initially set it off. I remember the morning that I woke up and I had a couple thousand followers and I was just like, what is going on? What is this? I think my style specifically has gained a lot of popularity because it's me. I just do what I want to do, and people, when they see my work and they're scrolling, they're like, I know that's Swopes' work right away. And I do come from a place where it's not trying to be different than anybody. It's not like, oh, I know that person did this and I'm not gonna do it. You know, it's like, I just genuinely do what feels right. And sometimes people will ask me like, well, how do you get your style and your theme on Instagram? It's like, what do you mean theme? Like, what does that mean theme? My theme is my life. My theme is my passion. My theme is my love and like what I wanna do. And I think that's what keeps me going and keeps me like, good and happy and healthy, is that I'm actually not doing things for other people. I don't believe in the concept faking it until you make it, because I think if you have to fake it until you make it, you're gonna have to fake it all the way. My message is absolutely authenticity first. I didn't get into it because I knew that this was gonna be the outcome. I got into it because I brought my best self, and here we are.
Having passion is only the beginning. You have to foster it with imagination and inspiration.
I think what inspires me mostly is what I can do to something. I'm inspired by the emptiness. I'm inspired by space. I'm inspired by what can be added to make something special. I don't know, I just didn't want to be doing what everyone else did. I think even in my photos, sometimes people interpret it as maybe like destruction or whatever, but for me, I see it as like, if you see a waterfall coming down in the middle of the city or a giraffe walking around, like, that's beautiful. Maybe you should bring an umbrella. That's in itself is just a different perspective and what can be imagined and what different of reality can we choose. And I think there's a great part of life that we have a choice. That is kind of where I am inspired by, is having a choice.
So the idea of creating yourself is that you can control your own future. Everyone struggles in some way, but you can change. So how has Elise dealt with that?
The way that I push through the lows, really genuinely, is practicing positivity and practicing affirmations and practicing keeping healthy with myself, mentally and physically. It wasn't always like that. It took a lot of learning. Growing up, I hardly ever worked out. I don't even know why I'm saying hardly. I never did. There was a habit in me that was probably not so healthy, so I had to kind of break out of that and kind of build myself back up, which can be really difficult, especially if you're in a place where, okay, well, this is where I'm from and this is who I am. Well, that's not who you have to be, and that's not what you have to be. You can literally be anything you want at any given moment and any given time, and that's something that inspires me. Is every single day when I wake up, every single day is different, every single day is new, and you have brand new opportunities and brand new possibilities every single day to do whatever it is you want to do. My daily affirmation posts are basically positive reinforcements that you tell yourself about the things that you want to change in life, the things that you want to be positive about. They're reminders of things that you already know, we all know, but you just need to be told them to remember that everything's fine, everything's good, it's really not that big of a deal. Love first and then think later. The daily affirmation posts came from me actually needing daily affirmations. I was really stuck in a negative rut, just out of habit and out of just desperation of trying to find answers of why my life was so troubled sometimes. That's just life. But I think the moment that I started taking responsibility, and not just taking fault for things, but taking full responsibility for a lot of things in my life, where I was finally free to make a change in those things. Those things really shifted everything from my life. It all came from just me writing and saying what I wanted more than saying what I didn't want. That's where the affirmations came from. Wasn't from me trying to help people, it was really trying to help myself. And now it's come to the point where I'm really actually helping people. That's how you know we're all connected at the end of the day.
It really is all about being connected to each other and pushing each other to be the best versions of ourselves. As Elise's influence and following grew, she now has a newfound social responsibility.
With the influence that I have, I do hope that I create more people like me. I want more people who are passionate about things. I want more people who want to make the world better by being an example rather than just speaking about it. I want to inspire kids to realize that they don't need to have expensive equipment to build something really, really amazing for themselves. Because honestly, I didn't, and I started from nothing, and you can honestly start from nothing as well.
So what can we learn from Elise Swopes? That she's always trying to improve her life and her work. But through that process, she always strives to ensure that she stays true to herself and continues to let her passions drive her to success. I think the easiest way to rob yourself of happiness in life is to be trapped in an occupation that you're not passionate about. How do you pursue your passion? Because that's a big key to success, doing something you love to do every day and overcoming that fear. Not only that, how can you observe others' passions at your school and support them to pursue their goals and dreams?